man. Another holiday, another turnaround, another traveling holiday, another day around the sun, the moon. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Mariah, Johnny, Erica, David from No Compromise. Tasha, you already know what it is. Hey, man, David, man. Look, I'm just trying to get some stuff prepared. You know I'm definitely going to be hollering at you. Because if I have one more Thanksgiving with I don't want to hear none of that shit. And I know where you at. I know you ain't hearing that shit. I want to hear some Marvin Gaye. I'm sorry, man. Boy, these immigrants and people, man, they come over here and get airy. So I guess. But David, I'm definitely out at y'all. Shout out to everybody in the Court Plantation today, man. Working, man, you know, man, sometimes the job be like, hey, man, you want to get this overtime? And then when they get to looking at that budget, they be like, oh, yeah, no, we decided not to be open on that day. Because they don't want niggas running up the numbers on that clock. Hey, what's going on, Tommy? I see you. Man, we got a couple things to discuss. I'm not going to be on here long. But we definitely going to talk about some things. We're going to talk about all these shootings, these mass shootings. We're going to talk about how I feel like they're choreographed. That's why a lot of times, man, I stay home. If you're not around family, stay at your house. And shout out to everybody out there, man, that don't even celebrate these holidays. I give you props, too, because it ain't nothing but a day for you to spend a whole bunch of goddamn money that you don't have. So we're going to talk about that, too. Shout out to everybody out there that is trying to make a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? Me being here in Las Vegas, Nevada, they don't give a fuck about no Thanksgiving. Best Buy and all that shit is open right now. Nigga, eat your turkey and do what you gotta do and bring your clown ass down to Best Buy and spend up all your motherfucking money. So that's all that is. And some people ain't got money to spend, and that would be me. So shout out to everybody out there, man. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to talk about the Thanksgiving murders. We're going to talk about all this stuff. I was even watching this thing. I was watching this thing about the Boy Scouts of America. Niggas making $1 billion but molesting all the kids. Now, what kind of shit is that? That's why I was like, man, they had like one black dude on there, but they know. Let me tell you something, man, before we get into the topic. Man, the dominant society know you cannot take a whole bunch of niggas to no forest and no woods and think you gonna be molesting kids. They been done fucked your ass up and told they mama. For real. Hey, shout out to my brother James Youngblood, man. What's happening, man? We about to get into the subject right now, man. Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. I got some stuff I want y'all to hear. And it's just to talk about the Walmart shooting. So we're gonna get into it. And see, before I even delve into that, I think it was a brother that was shooting. This is what I don't like. They quick to find a nigga, and the nigga's quick to be on TV. Yeah, so I just saw him shoot. Sometimes when you see your brother acting out of turn and not being on code, you be on code and hush. Let the white people go on there and talk about it. You don't need to go on there and talk about it. That was shoving the goddamn camera in black folks' face, and then we can't wait to tell what we saw. Being a goddamn crisis actor sometimes. And I'm not saying that didn't happen, because it did happen. People did get shot, but sometimes we gotta be slow to speak and eager to hear. Don't be so quick to jump on the damn camera. You know, man. But here, man, I'm about to play this video of this sister about this Walmart shooting. So I'm about to play this real quick. And let's dissect this shit. I don't even want to cut off my music, man, because I don't want to hear. I don't hear. Dum 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 dum. I don't want to hear that shit. Not today. I'm sorry. No diss, but goddamn, sometimes motherfuckers just don't be wanting to hear that shit. Just like motherfuckers don't be wanting to hear hip hop. Fine, but the difference is we created this country. We built it from the ground up. So sometimes I don't be wanting to hear that shit. But here, let me find this video, and we'll play the video of the sister talking.
Just dropping to the floor.
Another mass shooting less than 70 hours after one in Colorado. This time at a Chesapeake, Virginia Walmart, busy with holiday shoppers. Breonna Tyler, an employee who witnessed the shooting, recounting the horror of what took place last night just after she arrived for her overnight shift.
He shot near my head, and it was...
See? Sometimes we gotta be slow to speak and eager to hear and not say shit.
About inches away. But in that moment, it still hadn't really kicked in that it was real, because I was thinking it was like a simulation type of thing. Like, this is what we do if we have an active shooter.
No, stop. See, this is no diss to that sister, but you know when it's a simulation and when a motherfucker really shooting a gun. Stop with the bullshit, man. This is what I mean. Stop. You throwing theatrics. That's why they got the look. Let me tell y'all something. When they interview people, watch the context of what's being said, because if you're not dramatic and bugging your eyes, they're not going to interview you. But if you bugging your eyes and dramatic and I thought it was like just adding extras to it.
The reason why I think it was that was because I recognized his face.
The city of Chesapeake identifying the shooter as 31-year-old Andre Bing. Walmart confirms Bing was an overnight team leader. His home seen here with the door smashed in by police when they and other agents were on the scene investigating. Police say the gunman was armed with several magazines and a pistol that he used to kill at least 6 people. 2 of the victims were found dead in the break room, along with the gunman, who police believe died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Another victim was found near the front of the store. 3 victims were taken to local hospitals but later died. At least 6 other victims were also taken to the hospital, with 2 in critical.
And all those people that passed away, RIP to those people. And we got to send thoughts and prayers out to the people who, lost their loved ones at Walmart. And I would suggest all those people who are related to these people, and this is fucked up to say, get an attorney and sue Walmart. Fuck that. You put me in danger. So since you put me in danger, somebody got to pay. Fuck that. Nah, man, that's what I'm saying about these jobs. These jobs don't be taking shit serious. That's what I mean about this corporate plantation bullshit. Treating people fucked up. See, a supervisor or a manager that's, in upper management that's a part of the dominant society, see, they get a kick out of treating niggas fucked up. But what they're doing is they're putting everybody else's life in jeopardy. Just like that brother that shot up the Coors brewery plant in Milwaukee. They just put nooses on his desk, write nigger on his locker, and just like fucking with him. He came in there and started shooting everybody. And this is what I mean about the corporate plantation of they don't check shit. It just goes up the ladder. Oh, well, I'm going to escalate it up to my manager. Then the manager escalates it up to the director. Then the director, and then there's somebody handling the shit that don't even work there and don't even know what's going on. And I'm not making no excuses for what this brother did, but what I'm saying is when you work at a corporate plantation and you see somebody being very disrespected, being treated unfairly, you better back because you don't know what that person is going to do. And you better start looking at that supervisor crazy too, because you have to be like, hey, man, you're putting everybody else in danger. You don't know what these people are going to do. That's why when I worked around certain people and they would get pissed off, I'd be looking at their ass. I worked with a motherfucker like that. It was a dominant society motherfucker, and that motherfucker was ex-military or whatever, and he would be going crazy. And I'm like, see, this motherfucker going to come in here and get to tripping, and then we going to be the ones he going to take it out on. Not y'all. Y'all think this shit is funny. So we got to learn from that.
Condition. Brianna telling us of warnings she'd gotten from other employees about Bing.
They warned me that he was just the manager to look out for pretty much. He would write you up just because he could, or just if you did something that he wasn't a very, big fan of.
But what does that have to do with him being volatile? See, that's 2 different instances. Him abusing his power has nothing to do with him coming there and shooting up the place. So something else must have been going on. Because ain't nobody just going to be like, all right, one day, let me go in there and just shoot up everybody. Stop.
Picked a lot. I guess that's what I heard. It's just, he was just that manager that would probably give you issues, but not anything to this extent.
Other employee witnesses in shock.
Just left out the break room. Come in there, started capping people up in there. Started shooting, bro.
Just 2 days before Thanksgiving, family members receiving frightening calls and texts from their loved ones.
His wife received a phone call about 10:18 saying that he had been shot. He clocks in at 10, so he hadn't even been there 10 minutes.
Joetta Jeffrey says her mother was inside the store during the shooting and sent her these text messages saying there was an active shooter in the store. Those surviving the incident, thankful.
Could be all gone in the blink of an eye, literally. Like, my life truly did flash before my eyes.
Now, we have asked Walmart to respond to Breonna Tyler's account that she had been previously warned by other employees to watch out for Andre Bing. We have asked Walmart whether Bing was ever the subject of any disciplinary measures or if any other employees had ever complained about him. They have not responded to those questions.
Yeah, they ain't responding to those questions because they know what it is. Let me tell y'all something, and I'm not making no excuses for that, brother. Let's get back to it. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let's get into it now before I get up out of here. Let's get into this shit. When you work at the corporate plantation, you need to watch everybody. You need to watch management. You need to watch the supervisors. You need to watch everybody around you because anybody will pull it at any time. And when you see people getting railroaded, don't just be like, man, that's fucked up. You better wake up because you don't know what that person's gonna do. I've always been aware of that. Always, 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 man. When you start working in the corporate field and the corporate plantations, you don't just go in there and be like, oh, that's fucked up. They treat them like that. No, nigga, you better be like, man. I used to say it all the time. I'm talking about this was like 10, 12, 13 years ago. When they, when I worked at the corporate plantation, they would get a kick out of like railroad people. And I'm like, man, y'all gotta do something. Somebody gonna come up here and get to tripping for real. And y'all putting everybody in danger. Because a lot of the dominant society, they get a kick out of treating people fucked up. And a lot of black folk, they replicate that behavior. This is no diss. I worked on, look, I've had white supervisors, I have Latino supervisors, and I've had other supervisors from other racial groups. They all replicate that behavior of the dominant society. They all act like them. They try to be chummy with you, but they all act like them. And let me tell you something. And even and sometimes the black folk, man, them niggas be the worst because they be the Sambos and the Coons. They be the ones that they are the tell them about the gun line, Hayward Shepherd, Stephen from Django. Man, they are those people, and you got to be very, very aware of them. Because I worked under several black folk, and they were straight Sambos and mammies and treating other motherfuckers fucked up and getting a kick out of it. And I be looking at them like, now when this motherfucker come up there and trip, you putting everybody at jeopardy. Just because you don't think they'll pull it don't mean that they won't pull it. So we got to understand that and address that. Another thing we got to address, okay, it's Thanksgiving, everybody's shopping. Stay home. Stay home. I'll be going out. If you're not going to a loved one's house or a good friend's house or somebody that you know, don't be going into these Best Buys and up there trying to get a good deal. These motherfuckers be tripping. I don't care where you at. Stay home. Enjoy that time with your family and read a book. I got plenty of books. What you want me to never call? Look, email me. I'll give you plenty of books to read. Don't just be going around from mall to mall and place to place, man. Stay home. Don't be out here fucking with that shit. All my Las Vegas, Nevada people, don't go on the strip. Don't fuck with that shit. Stay the fuck home and just relax and let it blow over. And then when the holiday's over, then go out there. Because, man, you don't know what these people do. These people will pull it. You have to understand, we're fighting. This is a war right now. This is a mental war where nobody is safe. And since black folk ain't got no allies, no true allies that'll come out and say anything, you got to understand that. Just like when you seen Jon Stewart say what he said about Kyrie Irving. That was some real shit. You need more people. See, that's what I mean. Tell us what's being said when we're not in the room. And just because somebody speaks out, that doesn't mean that they're your friend. They're just speaking out because they're probably tired of hearing the shit. But you have to highlight what they're saying so other people can see it. Go look at what Jon Stewart said about Kyrie Irving and Kanye and all that. He gave his own definition of how he felt and how things should be handled. Go look it up for yourself. We gotta band together. Everybody wants to be seen. I ain't got no problem with the Hebrew Israelites and nothing like that. I am very impartial to the Nation of Islam. I never really seen a Hebrew Israelite in LA in the 80s. But I saw the Nation of Islam selling them fucking bean pies with the pink box, dressed fresh to death, that we never supported. So I'm very impartial to the Nation of Islam. And I don't have no problems with the Hebrew Israelites, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of the times, man, I get it. We want to be seen, but we like attention too. And sometimes you don't want the wrong attention. Sometimes you don't want the attention to be on you. You want the attention to be on the struggle. My main takeaway from Jon Stewart was don't hide from the facts. Yep. See? Shout out to James Youngblood. Man, Erica, Shani, go look at what, man, all y'all, Tasha, go look at what Jon Stewart said. This ain't, Jon Stewart, our friend. The way he spoke was so intelligently, it baffled me because I was laughing because I'm like, this is going to go over a lot of people's heads because he basically was like, just because somebody had a thought, you don't tell them to go sit down, shut up, and go sit down in the corner, shut up, and stare at the wall because you have a thought. He was like, that's not how you resolve issues. You have conversations. And that's why I always told y'all, man, they talk all this shit about Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and they say he's anti-Semitic, but they don't never say he's lying. They never say he's lying. They just say he's anti-Semitic. Show me where he's lying. That's what I want to know. And then I could be like, damn, all right, man, hey, Nation Islam, man, they kind of fucked up on that one. You know what I mean? And we got to wake up, too, and stop trying to be seen. Sometimes let our elders do the talking. Don't be jumping out there and trying to be seen. Like I said, I saw the Hebrew Israelites out there walking with Muslims and all that. But, man, let me just say this. We can do all that. We can do all this quoting scriptures, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, who has the power? Because we don't have no fucking resources. We don't own no boats, no planes, no cakes, no pies, no oil, no water, no nothing. So while we out there being seen, what are we really doing? We have to make our presence felt by recycling black dollars. Come together. I remember I heard Professor Griff state one time when he was having an event and the Hebrew Israelites crashed his event and was like tripping and shit. And I'm like, see, that's our problem. Everybody feels like their way is the right way in the black community. No, it's got to be about we, not me. And it's not about just recruiting people to come join your religion. It's about, okay, look, let's put our religious beliefs to the side. Let's start, I want to see the Hebrew Israelites doing business with the Nation of Islam. I want to see the 5%ers doing business with, like that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be where we just fighting amongst ourselves and we're all jockeying to be seen on TV. Man, that don't impress me at all. There's no diss to the Hebrew Israelites. There's no diss at all, but I'm just saying, like, okay, that look nice. Y'all walking and, it stands for Kyrie. Okay, but what are we doing? We don't have an economic base. How are we recycling black dollars? Who's making toilet tissue? You feel me? Who's making the necessary things that we need as black folk to get day by day? Who owns the gas stations? I want to see Hebrew Israelites and Nation Islam and 5%ers own gas stations, grocery stores. That's what I want to see. Farms. We can be out here being seen all day, man, but if we don't have no foot in the agriculture business, shout out to brother Ben X, like, come on, who owns the real estate? Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. It is more than just being seen. If we standing with Kyrie, nigga, okay, fine, you standing with him, but if Kyrie was to fall, who has the economic base to back that brother? You see what I'm saying? And people are like, well, it ain't our responsibility. Well, yeah, if you look at the Muhammad Ali era with Jim Brown and Bill Russell and them, they backed Muhammad Ali. They put their money. Harry Belafonte, they put their money behind him. Muhammad Ali lost a lot of money. And that's why if everybody is wondering why these NBA players don't want to, like, give up their job. That's like me telling you, nigga, will you quit your job? Let's see what type of base. That's one thing I'll give the Mormon faith. If you getting treated fucked up at your job, go join the Mormon church. They gonna find you a job and put some money in your hand. And that's a fact. So yeah, if people can talk whatever they want to talk about the Mormon religion, but they take care of their own. So why are we not taking care of our own? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna always look at it a different way. That's why I said it's no diss to the Hebrew Israelites, but we can march and show that we stand in solidarity. But okay, nigga, he fall off, they take his money. What y'all niggas gonna do to help? Because we can dress up in garb and walk around all day, but if we ain't got no economic base, we ain't doing shit. If we don't want to recycle black dollars with each other, sit down and have normal wealth-building conversations with each other, then marching and doing all this other shit just to be seen, you just putting on a show. But hey, man, like I said, man, Happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's out there. That's my time. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Hey, man, enjoy your time with your family. And if it's some bullshit, stay the fuck home. Go to the theater next weekend. Just be with your loved ones. Stream some shit. Don't just be going out there and binge because you want to be seen because it's the holiday, man. It's getting dangerous out there. And y'all already know what it is, man. And you know what it ain't. Y'all already know my famous words, man. I'm out. Guilty, nigga. Peace.